Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Nidoqueen and I've got 5 sets today, so 5 different sets for Nidoqueen. Honestly, Nidoqueen is an absolutely fantastic Pokemon, both the Nidos are, and they've got access to a few good moves and also the ability to take advantage of Dynamax also. Now before I jump in with the sets today, if you could scroll down just a little bit, click that like button and also that subscribe button, it would really help me out, I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel, it boosts the amount of views that I can get on things, it boosts the availability of it, essentially the seeability of it when it's searched for as well, and it would just help the channel to grow a lot, which I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Okay, let's jump in with these 5 sets. So the first set we've got is a Choice Specs Nidoqueen set. This is quite a common one we've seen in like Generation 7 and before. We've got Poison Point as the ability here because I've decided Sheer Force wouldn't necessarily be worth it here. You could go for Sheer Force, but I like having the secondary effects on these moves. If you want a little bit of extra power, you can go for the Sheer Force, obviously. Rivalry, I think, is very risky to use. You can use it, but again, very risky to use because you don't know if it's going to be the same gender or a different gender to what you are. So I've gone for Poison Point as the ability. Any Pokemon that makes contact with a Pokemon will be poisoned, 30% chance of that. So if you get hit by a Pokemon that's using physical attacks, that will give you the opportunity there. So again, it's kind of like that choice between Poison Point and Sheer Force there, depending on what you want to go for. Now, move-wise, I have got Sludge Wave, Powerful Stab, Poison type attack, and it hits a variety of different Pokemon, including things like Fairy types, which are obviously quite prevalent at the minute. Scorching Sands, which is a powerful ground type attack, boosted by Stab again, and also has a 30% chance to burn the opposing Pokemon, so that can work very nicely in combination of having that physical attack from that Poison Point. That's going to be half the attack power, so if that hits you, that means that you are then going to take half the damage and have the chance to not poison them. I don't know what I'm talking about there because they're already burned. That is my mistake there, but the Poison Point can still work from a physical Pokemon anyways. Another move we've got is Flamethrower, powerful fire type attack. Again, just for more coverage, things like ice types, which are super effective against you, things like steel types as well, which could be a bit of a pain. You've got Thunderbolt there as well, which will just hit things like water types, because again, you're weak to them, and it just, again, hits flying types, lots of different Pokemon, so you get a lot of coverage on this set. Obviously, the Choice Specs does put you into a scenario where you are locked into a move, but if you went for like Life Orb Sheer Force, then you have access to all of these moves, plus that power, plus not taking damage to the Life Orb there as well. That can do a lot of damage. That is another option you could run for this set. EVs, you could run max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Or you could go for max special attack, max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense, and that would allow for you to try and outspeed as many Pokemon as possible. Personally, I prefer to go for the max HP, max special attack, but it's entirely up to you what you go for. If you wanted to go for it, you could go for like a Choice Scarf set to have that speed if you wanted, but then remember you're not necessarily going to have that power to be able to take out Pokemon because you have only got base 75 in your special attack. Moving on to the second set, this is much more of a supportive set, I suppose. It's setting up the hazards. We have got Black Sludge, which obviously is allowing you to heal yourselves up every turn. And also, if you get tricked, that means it's going to poison the opposing Pokemon, which again can work nicely for you. Poison Point here, because that allows for you to poison different Pokemon. Having that Poison Jab, it basically doubles up the effect of that Poison Jab, I believe. I think it does stack. Not 100% sure, but I think it does. Stealth Rocks. Fantastic move. It allows you to set up rocks on the field. Now, if they have a fire flying type or an ice flying type or an ice bug type or whatever, they're going to take 50% damage to that. And obviously being weak to ice types, having that 25% damage at least on them would allow for you to work a lot nicer. Then we have Toxic Spikes. Now you can set up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes that will poison the opposing Pokemon if they come on the field, except for if they're flying, steel type, or if they're poison type, they will absorb the Toxic Spikes. So do be cautious of that. So Toxic Spikes, you've got 1 layer, which allows for you to poison them, and 2 layers toxics them. Now, obviously, if you have like a Hex user in the back or something, having that Toxic Spike set up can work very nicely in your favour. Now, I've gone for Drill Run here, just because I like Drill Run. It's base 80 power, has a high critical hit ratio, and this is just in case of things like Grassy Surge, because I am aware that they are a thing, but you can always go for the likes of Earthquake as well. I'm pretty sure the Nidoqueen learns Earthquake, so you could go Earthquake if you wanted to, but I just wanted to show off Drill Run, because I'm pretty sure I have Earthquake on a couple more of these sets. And then Poison type move, I've gone for Poison Jab. I don't think the Nidoqueen gets a Gunk Shot, at least off the top of my head, it does not get it. Let me just double check. No, it does not get Gunk Shot, so having the Poison Jab there means it can do damage to different Pokemon. EVs go for max HP, max attack, with an Adamant Nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Could always go max HP, max defense with an Impish Nature, so more defense and less special attack, and then 4 in special defense as well. So that would allow for you to live, hopefully, a few more attacks. Moving on to the third Nidoqueen we have, so I've gone for a Life Orb Shear Force set here. Now, the good combination of this is you get the 1.3 times from the Life Orb, the 1.3 times from the Shear Force, but you do not get the 10% recoil from the Life Orb there as well, so they combine really nicely together. Move-wise, I've gone for Poison Jab, powerful Poison type attack boosted by Stab, Thunder Punch, which is a powerful electric type attack, again hits a variety of different Pokemon. I've put Fire Punch on this set because, again, it's just a powerful fire type attack. I can hit things like grass types, it can hit bug types, steel types, lots of different things. And then Crunch as just another coverage move. Again, you can put Earthquake on here if you wanted to, or any kind of ground type physical move, and that would be boosted by Stab. So that's another option for you to be able to run there. EV's gone for max attack and max speed with a Jolly Nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now you can always go for the Adamant Nature here, so increasing up your attack rather than your speed. Or you could go max HP, max attack with the Adamant Nature if you wanted to, if you want to be worrying less about speed and more in the kind of defense, not defensive stage, but more in the living hits sense. Then we have got another Nidoqueen. This is the first of 2 Dynamax sets I've got. The first set for the Dynamax is a physical set, and on here I've put Choice Band. You don't have to go Choice Band, you could go for something like Assault Vest, you could go for Red Card, any sort of berries, Life Orb, Shear Force is still an option here as well, but that's up to you what you decide to go for. Just because I've shown off the Life Orb Shear Force before, I want to show this one off as well. So, Superpower, obviously turns to max knuckle, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage each time you use it. Iron Tail turns to max steel spike, increasing up your defense by 1 stage each time you use it. Earthquake to max Quake, which increases up your special defense, and then you've got Aerial Ace on there as well, which allows you to increase up your speed through max Airstream, and that, I think Aerial Ace is a transfer only move, so do be cautious and aware of that. Now, Aerial Ace obviously allows you to do a lot of damage, not a lot of damage, it allows you to increase up your speed when your speed is quite mediocre. Obviously, if you want to take off one of these moves and put on a poison type attack like Poison Jab, you can do that because obviously you get the stab then, but it's up to you what you decide to go for there. EV's gone for max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. If you're aiming more to go for the increasing attack power and speed, you potentially want to go for the max attack, max speed with either an Adamant or a Jolly Nature. It's up to you what you decide to go for in that respect. Finally, we have another Nidoqueen. I've gone for Red Card on here, and I've also gone for Shear Force as the ability, taking away any secondary effects, for example, on the Sludge Wave and the Ice Beam there. But again, you can go for Life Orb Shear Force if you want to on here. I just don't want to do that for every set. And Red Card works quite nicely as an item, especially when you're Dynamaxing, to get rid of a Pokemon that might have just switched in to deal with you. You've then taken some damage from it, and then that red card gets rid of them, so you've basically only had 1 turn of being hit really hard from it. We've then got Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave, powerful poison type attack, but when Dynamax, it turns to max ooze, increasing up your special attack stat. Now you can use that 1, 2, or 3 times. I've put Ice Beam on here. You could replace that with Blizzard if you wanted to. I thought Ice Beam is just a nice coverage attack, but if you want to go for Blizzard instead and then use the max Hailstorm to set up the hail, that would allow for the Blizzard to hit 100% of the time. We've then got Surf, which can turn into Max Geyser, and that can actually set up the rain. So if you want to put Thunder on here as well, again, that's 100% accurate in the rain, so that could work nicely for you also. And then Dragon Pulse, which is a powerful Dragon type attack, not boosted by anything, but it just hits a variety of different Pokemon. And I'm just thinking, is Thunder 100% accurate? It is 100% accurate in the rain. I don't know why I just panicked there for a second and didn't think it was. Now, you could also always put something like Earth Power on here as well. That increases up your special defense also. It doesn't get any steel type attacks to increase up your defense though, so do be cautious, aware of that, not cautious. But yeah, Hopefully, I'm sorry, EV-wise, I didn't do the EVs here. We've got max HP and max special attack with modest nature, so more special attack and less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. That is all for Nidoqueen. I hope this has given you some ideas on how to use it. Obviously, 5 sets there, slight differences in all of them, and it's a really good Dynamax Pokemon as well. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.